Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is about why SmackDown is good. Um, in my opinion, SmackDown is the best show right now on WWE, on whatever you watch, AEW, New Japan. I'm not saying one's bad, Raw, but SmackDown is very good right now. In my opinion, it is the best wrestling show. And I just want to make a video about how good it is and why I praise it. In July. All right. So about 6 months, 7 months ago, I made a video saying why SmackDown is terrible. And I went over, a couple things like a karaoke segment, whatever the hell that was. Still don't know what that was to the point today. I don't know why they just don't wrestle. But seeing how much the product changed in just that short amount of time. If you look back on videos on the WWE back in July when Braun Strowman was holding the belt, and now you look at SmackDown now, it's completely different. And in my opinion, I don't know if it's just me, but are you getting 2016 vibes of SmackDown Live? That was, in my opinion, that was the last good year of wrestling, was SmackDown Live. It was such, you know why? Because Raw was transforming to 2 to 3 hours, so they needed all the big superstars. So they drafted all of those superstars to Raw. And then they left SmackDown with, talent that are on the rise. And, they needed to be in storylines. They need to get over with the crowd. And that's what SmackDown Live was for. You had general managers like Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. You had a general manager like Mick Foley on Monday Night Raw. And SmackDown built superstars. It was the land of opportunity. No matter who you were, you had an opportunity. For example, Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship on, I think it was like Backlash or something. It goes to show that no matter who you are, you had a spot on SmackDown Live. Everyone was being utilized. There was no burring. There was no nothing. There was no There's no jobbers. You look at feuds like The Miz and Daniel Bryan evolving through talking smack. You look at AJ Styles' historic WWE Championship. You look at Dean Ambrose back then. And obviously, Becky Lynch. That's where she evolved into the man, pretty much, before they kind of ruined her, to be honest. SmackDown back then was so good, and nothing could top SmackDown in 2016. And now we're here today in 2021. Well, I should say in 2020, ever since Roman Reigns has come back at SummerSlam in August, SmackDown has been must-see TV, in my opinion. And it's getting better over the weeks, or I should say over the months, it's been getting better. But now, if you haven't watched SmackDown in some time, I suggest you watch this show tonight. All right, I'm dropping this tonight. I'm recording this on a Thursday, but you have to watch the show tonight. It is such a good show. And you know why? If you look at Raw is consistent of fillers, pointless storylines. For example, Raw, Lana gets put through a table 9 times a week. You know why? Because they have no TV time, they do have TV time, so they need to fill it up. That's the whole point of filler, right? Xavier Woods versus Maze. Such a boring storyline. AJ Styles versus R-Truth. Terrible. SmackDown, every match on the card feels important because it's a 2-hour time slot. Minus commercials, SmackDown's about an hour and a half, all right? If you minus all commercials. So that's why every match feels important. And if you watch SmackDown, everyone is involved. Everyone's being utilized. It's like SmackDown Live again. You have Roman Reigns doing the best work of his career. You have Jey Uso went from doing nothing to main eventing pay-per-views. You have Kevin Owens went from doing nothing to Raw to main eventing SmackDown. Heck, you even have Adam Pearce somehow in that storyline. You have Sami Zayn doing the best work of his career. The whole protesting thing, I love that. It's something that I bet you creative didn't write that. I bet you Sami Zayn pitched them an idea and they probably, tweaked it a bit because it's so good. The whole cameras, him hiring cameras, and then like him losing matches in 2 seconds. It's good. In my opinion, Sami Zayn needs to be the Intercontinental Champion again. Before he left, I didn't like Sami Zayn, if I'm being honest. He was plain, he was boring. But now, ever since his return, he is money. And then you have Big E getting a push. You have Apollo Crews might join Roman Reigns now. That's just the singles. You have Cesaro being rebuilt. You have Shinsuke Nakamura being repackaged. He's a face now. They're treating him like big. SmackDown, that's just like the men's singles. And then you have the tag team. You have the Street Profits. You have the Dirty Dogs, whatever the hell that is. It's the most cringiest thing. And then you have the women's. You have Bianca Belair, Bayley, Sasha Banks. And then you go to their tag team. You have Natalya, Tamina. They're all being used. Everyone is being used. And I just want to say SmackDown has been amazing. And it's giving me 2016 vibes because everyone is contributing to the show. Daniel Bryan is putting other talent over. He might be losing matches, but he's putting other talent over that will be there in the future, right? So that's pretty much all I want to say. If you haven't watched SmackDown Live, I highly suggest you watch it. It's such a good show and it flies by. Last week, when I watched it, I was watching it. Next thing I know, it's the main event. And it felt like the show literally felt like 35 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It felt so goddamn good and I can't wait. The highlight of my day, I just look forward to SmackDown. I count down the days until it's Friday. Boom, here we are today. Not really for me because I'm recording on Thursday. Same thing. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, which is for you guys today. But I just want to say SmackDown is the greatest wrestling show right now. The product is amazing. Leave if you know the answer to this, please tell me down below. But are the writers the same on SmackDown and Raw? Because if it's that case, how is it so good on SmackDown and terrible on Raw? I don't know. Whoever's writing SmackDown needs to write Monday Night Raw. If they're both writing the same show, I don't really know what to say. Don't get me wrong, Raw is good. But there's only 2 good rivalries. All right? Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton, and The Fiend. That's one. And the other, I actually kind of forget there. I guess you could say Drew McIntyre, Goldberg. It's not really that good of a rivalry, but it's whatever. There's really only 2 good rivalries. And then the women's division is not the greatest. It really isn't. Not in terms of like talent, yes, but storylines, like developing stories is not that good. Like if you look, Bianca Belair is being pushed. Sasha Banks is the champion. Bayley's still doing whatever she's doing, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan and Billie Kay are getting a push. Everyone's being utilized on SmackDown and each match feels important. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going on a little rampage. That's kind of the whole point of this video. But if you guys do like this video, comment down below what's your favorite WWE show right now, NXT, Raw, SmackDown. Comment down below, leave a like, subscribe. My goal is 1,000 subscribers by July 1st. Other than that, thank you for watching and peace.